pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Last game for the Bucks, they picked up the W against Orlando. After splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hacker Shack was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed here, I'll tell you. But, you know, this guy Freak. You know, he left school early, but he is something unique, different. But I thought bringing his skills to the NBA was big because that helps refine your game a little bit. He's ready. This guy was ready, Shaq.
I have an announcement. You know why he plays so well?
Why?
I'm his father.
Dun, 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 dun.
Love you, son. Congratulations.
That's one of the warmest and fuzziest stories I've heard all season long.
Way to keep up with him his whole life.
I've been working.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. They're ready for the tip. I've been working.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building. And there's
76ers trailing. Now here's Freak. Passes it to Sparks. Okafor kicks to Freak. Back to Okafor. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Okafor's got his second basket of the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. First in opponent points per game, fourth in second chance points, and they were top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's a good indicator of a team getting it done defensively.
And the hallmark for this team is that stifling defense. I mean, you mentioned that ranking, lowest opponent's points per game. They just grind teams down and really just took the life out of them.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The 76ers, #1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
The first one falls. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. And so he makes both from the line. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Freak. Embiid is at the elbow. Here's Roten. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Roten's got 8 points.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Henson with the screen to the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Freak kicks to Roten. Dishes it to Freak. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Mayo into the lane, and the shot is good. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Philadelphia shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. There's the pass to Sparks. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted. It can be intimidating, you know, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve. But eventually things smooth out, and Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him. And it's Mayo, top of the key. Here's Parker. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Carl Landry's checked in for the 76ers. Jackson comes in for Roten. Plumlee, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Embiid kicks to Jackson. And a wide open look for Freak. Milwaukee with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
Sparks. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Parker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. And here's a look at the stats for Mayo. Some last season stats for him. Last season, put up about 12 points per game. 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Milwaukee in the lead. Now Carter Williams. He had 10 points in the win against Orlando.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation.
Parker's shot is off.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Mayo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The 76ers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Free throw good. Freak. And it's tied up with that one. 1:22 left here in the opening quarter. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
And Doris, as always, thanks. And guys, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
I really do. I think they're such a hard team to generate offense against. That has to be where they devote most of their attention.
Well, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their own defense, fellas. I mean, they can't concentrate so intensely on offense, they forget to defend.
Carter Williams can't get it to go. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Freak. He's looking for Landry and finds him. Sinks that one from the post. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And the shot is good. Mayo's got his second basket of the night.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Lets the three fly, and that's not going to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead. They're up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's something that I'm trying to prove this year, as I've been proving the last 3 or 4, so it's going to be fun.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, it's
The team's changing it up here. Milwaukee leading by 7. Freak in at point guard. Also Robert Covington out there.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Picked by Okafor. Pass to Sparks. Here's Covington, guarded by Mayo. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Freak missing. Bucks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Mayo drives in. Onto Tacumbo, dishes to Monroe. Mayo kicks to Henson. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 9. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Okafor, and it's Jackson in for Robert Covington. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Plumlee is checked in for Craig Monroe.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
Puts it up from 17, and with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Kelly.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
They set the pick. And here's Mayo for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Jackson passes to Freak. Back to Jackson. To the paint. It's deflected. Plumlee with the steal, and it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Mayo. Back to Middleton. Second shot opportunity. The shot no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look at the Bucks.
And going back to last season, they really struggled for wins. And even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage one win in the season series.
Yeah, and you know they wanted to have a better showing against them. Maybe they can take a step in the right direction tonight, guys.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Carl Landry's checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in second chance points. 6th in fewest turnovers per game. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
And just go revisit those numbers in terms of second chance points. That was elite, and they weren't shy about sticking their nose in there and going after the ball.
And both free throws good for Landry. Bucks leading by 10. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The dish to Mayo. Shoots the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's 13 points for O.J. Mayo. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most points in the NBA. 4th, the 76ers. 5th best, the Bucks.
So many second chance opportunities for both of these clubs a season ago, and they really took advantage.
Passes it to Sparks. He feeds it to Freak. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Nice open look, but it's no good. The 76ers trail by 13. Jackson drives in. In the corner, it's Freak. From the wing, that's good. Freak's got 6. Here's Middleton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. In the corner, Mayo with it. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Bucks leading by 13. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Embiid.
Well, Antetokounmpo in this one, he has 8 points and a block. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Milwaukee making a switch, and that concludes the first half. Bucks. been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
How about OG?
Completely new group now. John Henson's checked in for the Bucks. Parker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. Jabari Parker is out there with Monroe. And it's Henson in at center. And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. And he gets it to go.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Middleton. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Carter Williams with it. Parker outside. From 10 feet out. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And here is Carter Williams. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Middleton. He stepped up his game tonight, getting it done all game long and making the plays whenever they needed him to.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
When you're having a night shooting in the high 50s, you're being efficient with your shot selection. He played smart basketball tonight, really made each possession count. He was the difference maker.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.